the biggest thing. It doesn't have to do with the money. It's not that I'm not happy that I got the money. It's more that the money was in the right direction. It's like one of these things that money motivates me, but it doesn't make me happy. So I know that the fact that I got the severance package isn't going to make any long-lasting impact on my overall well-being or happiness, but it was put in place in such a way that it actually will. And what I mean by that is this money got me to leave my job. And that, I believe, is going to lead to much more well-being, much more happiness. Much of the time, for most people, for me in the past, it works the exact opposite. So we work for money because we think money will make us happy. But then in this search, in this pursuit of money, we end up doing things that don't lead to actual happiness. And so we think the money will do it for us. The money doesn't do it. And then we've also just been wasting away our lives and our time on these things that don't make us happy. And so then neither thing actually is helping us. And so in this case, the money was still my guiding, it still was what made me make that decision, but it was aligned with what I actually wanted to be doing. And again, this was, just luck. I didn't do anything to make this happen. And it made me wonder, why couldn't I make that decision? Why couldn't I do it, earlier? Why did I need money to make a decision for my own well-being? And that's because I'm human, because I was scared. I was scared to leave my job. And now I'm in that place where, I don't know where my next money is going to come from. I don't know how I'm going to make money. I'm still very confident that I will. I'll figure it out. And there is the truth that I need to now. And I have a few options. I can go find another job, or I can work on this app that I'm building, which I can talk about. But the one option I don't have is just to let things go how they're going, just to sit still. And when I had a job, that was the option I would choose. I would just continue on doing what I'm doing. I can't do that at all anymore. Action is required at this point. There's no passivity allowed. So it's cool to be in this place. Life is calling me to action right now. There's no other option. Again, even if it is finding a new job, that is action. That requires me making a decisive action towards picking a company, working through the interview process, all that kind of stuff, even applying. So that's not my plan. My plan is not to apply to jobs, but that might end up happening. My plan is to get this app that I've built going. So I built this app, Qualia. Hopefully it is still under that name when this podcast is released. It's my plan. There are other Qualias, but I don't think it should be a problem. If you want to find the app itself, livequalia.app. And it is currently either in the early access phase or it is in the full release phase. And I only say either or because I'm recording this ahead of time. And so I don't know where it will be. If it's in early access, simply go on there, submit your email. I should be able to get you access to the app. It is a mobile app, and there's also a web component. So the web works great on desktop. It works on mobile as well, but it's a much better experience on desktop. And then the mobile app itself is obviously available. It will be on App Store and Google Play at some point. That's what I don't know. I don't know when this comes out, whether it will be or not. It's not right now, as I'm recording. So Qualia, let me talk about that. Qualia is an idea that I've had for a couple of years. And I got this idea, funny enough, from listening to a podcast with Rob Dyrdek. And when I heard this podcast, I had no idea who he was. So I found out a little bit more about him after this. But in this episode, he talks about his life system. And at this time, he was kind of blowing up for this life system that he was using. Basically, he would track everything he did, and he would find out okay, how did these things actually make me happy? And his claim was I'm so happy because I just do all the things that make me happy. I've scientifically found out these things make me happy. That's what I do. And that's an intriguing thought, an intriguing idea of okay, find out the things that make you feel good and then do those things. Now, it's hard to do. It's hard to life, when we're living, we're such a combination of different behaviors and actions and things going on, plus who we are. And, things from the past weeks, months, years are all playing a factor. So there's so much going on. It's hard to know, it's hard to single out what the actual effects of individual actions are. But I could get behind that claim that if you can do that, you can increase your quality of life. You can change the way that you feel based on those things and doing those things. Figure out what makes you feel good. Do those things. And the other thing is if you knew If you knew that doing this thing would actually make you feel good and you've seen it happen in the past and you've seen some kind of, like, scientifically you found that this thing makes you feel this way, why would you not do it? Why would you ever not do that thing? I've often had that thought too with, like, making decisions. Imagine you're making a decision. It's like, okay, do I want this cupcake or not? And you somehow, like, knew, like, there was a pop-up in your frame of vision and it was like, if you eat this cupcake, you will have a worse life. If you don't eat it, you'll have a better life. Like, if you had that pop-up, how could you eat the cupcake? I don't think it would be, like, you would never eat it because it's just so clear. It's like you will have a better life. You will feel better. You will be happier if you don't eat this. So it's the awareness, I think, is the key component, because when we're in these emotional, impulsive states, there's just not awareness. Like our minds are kind of playing tricks on us and like, oh no, it'll be fine if I eat this cupcake. Nothing really bad will happen and I'll enjoy it. And I'm going to over-index on the enjoyment part because I want this now. And our emotional selves are, they over-index on the near future, of course. So they're going to do things that feel better now versus tomorrow or a week from now or a year from now. So getting more awareness, I think, around that stuff, what actually moves the needle in the future, would make those decisions much clearer and much easier.